Today we will do the last point of the topic 9.4, that is predict the effect of change in conditions on the equilibrium state. Now come to the point that what do you mean by the conditions? In chemistry, conditions means temperature, pressure, and concentration. Right? So predict the effect. What will be the effect? Topic is that what will be the effect of the change in concentration, temperature and pressure on the equilibrium state. It is very obvious that when we change the concentration, let's take the first point, that is concentration. When we change the concentration in reaction, we have reactants. Let's suppose A plus B gives you C plus D, right? Here we have reactants and the products. Now the system is at equilibrium. Their concentrations remains constant and the rate of forward reaction is equal to the rate of backward reaction, right? But when we change the concentration of, let's suppose, the reactants, the equilibrium will be disturbed and the reactants will again react to produce more products, right? So when you change the concentration, the equilibrium state of the system will also change. Similarly, if you change the concentration of the products C plus D, you increase the, let's suppose you increase the concentration of the products C and D, then what will happen? They will start reacting and the backward reaction will start and will produce the reactant A plus B, right? Until the concentration of the reactants A and B will remain constant and the rate of forward reaction becomes equal to the rate of backward reaction. Because when you increase the concentration of reactants or products, what will happen? As we know that according to the law of mass action, the rate of the reaction is directly proportional to the product of the active masses of the reactants, right? So if we increase the concentration of the or active mass of the reactant A and B, then the forward reaction will proceed, and if we increase the concentration of the product C and D, then the backward reaction will start again, right? Then we have temperature and pressure. Then temperature, right? As we know that we have two types of reactions, that is endothermic reactions What do you mean by endothermic reactions? The reaction which absorb heat, right? And second, you have exothermic reactions. The reactions in which heat is evolved or the reactions during which heat is released, right? So in reversible reactions, we have forward reaction as well as reverse reaction, right? In this case, if the forward reaction is, let's suppose, if the forward reaction is endothermic reaction, then the backward reaction is exothermic reaction, right? Let's suppose this is endothermic, and if it is endothermic, then the backward reaction is exothermic. So when you increase the temperature, what will happen? The endothermic reaction will be favored and the forward reaction take place, and if you decrease the temperature, the exothermic reaction will be favored and the reverse reaction will take place. Why? If you increase the temperature, endothermic reaction will be favored? Because heat is absorbed. Obviously, if already it is releasing the heat, then it does not require the heat. Exothermic reaction does not require the heat, right? So which reaction will require heat? That is endothermic reaction will require heat, so forward reaction will take place. Whereas if you decrease the temperature, the exothermic reaction will be favored and the backward reaction will take place, right? The third point is, that is pressure. what will be the effect of pressure on the equilibrium state? Okay, if you increase the pressure it is only applicable for the gases, not for liquids and not for solid. We know that only gases can compress, not liquids and solids. So if you increase the pressure, what will happen? The volume will decrease. According to the Boyle's law, we know that pressure is inversely proportional to the volume, right? So let's suppose in the reaction we have 1 moles of reactant A reacts to form 3 moles of reactant B and produces C plus D. Here we have 4 moles of reactants and only 2 moles of products, that is 1 plus 3 is equal to 4 and 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, right? Now if we increase the pressure on the reactants, what will happen? The volume will decrease up to half. It will become 2 moles, right? So what will happen? The reactants will react to produce more product or to increase their volume, right? So if you increase the pressure, the equilibrium will be disturbed and either the forward reaction or the backward reaction will start again, right? Now to understand the effect of